How y'all doing? Come on in here. Come on in here. This stuff right here is everything. I want y'all to see my outfit too. But I got to get my makeup on. So let me go rinse my face. And I'll be right back. Dang, I can't see how many of y'all are in here. Or if anybody's in here. Let's see here. Okay. Come on in, y'all. Y'all are gonna get ready with me today. I want to show y'all this really cute maxi dress. It is so adorable. It has pockets, so I want you guys to see it. This is part of the quarterly Finer Womanhood box. I forget which company it's sponsored by, but it is so cute. This is a sorority membership. So those of us who are members of the Divine Nine, we do get membership perks. You do have to pay for the subscription for whatever organization it is. So that could be monthly. It could be quarterly. This one is quarterly. And so they send you like these gifts or whatever, but you're really paying for it. So here is the maxi dress. It has slits on the side, both sides, just all the way down. Really, really cute. It has pockets, and it has our sorority shield right here. So I'm probably going to put on something cute, maybe with a pearl or two. Maybe I'll see. I'm going to have to kind of re-up on my jewelry because I want to do more simple jewelry now. So I may just, I don't know. I think I do have a silver necklace, but I need to get it fixed because I broke it. I don't know what other silver options I got. But like a cute little simple one pearl. And I got some cute jewelry I could put on as far as Zeta bracelets. And then my Apple Watch. So I think that's how I'm going to play it. I do have a Zeta backpack. It's white and blue. I think that'll be kind of cute. Hold on. Alright guys, so this is the vibe I'm going for today. I think I'm going to put on these kind of like samba dupe. These are going to be so cute with the outfit, right? And I have some those little socks that everybody's wearing that you can't see. So then I'm going to go ahead and put on, I think I'm going to go ahead and just rock it out. I think I'm just going to go ahead and do it like this today. You know? It's a really cute campus. It's a vibe. Maybe I can get some content once I get there early. I think it's a cute little vibe. Do a couple of little reels with the backpack. Super cute. So that's the vibe. And then this came as well. This is a fanny pack. So I could put it on, but I don't know. You know what I'm saying? I mean, the tummy is flattening. You know what I'm saying? I have on really good shapewear. The shapewear is Shape RX. You see the waist being pulled in, but I still got to lose it because it just kind of flattens it out. So, but once I get it all gone, baby, because this is some bellies. Once I get this belly gone, hunty, she gonna be better. She gonna be better. So this is my outfit for today. I think it's so cute. I might want to do something. I don't know. I think I'm just going to put this inside of the backpack and have on the little samba dupes, do my hair up, do my makeup, and just kind of do a little cute little vibe like that. So that's what I'm thinking. But I wanted to pull up. Who is this? Hey, Miss Bertha. Hey, how you doing? Bertha Gonzalez. Okay, Hernandez Gonzalez. Bertha. That is some kind of name. Welcome in, Bertha. Welcome in. I'm getting ready for school. This is year 28 for me. So hold on, y'all. Let me get this stuff, wipe my face off. Hold on. But I want to talk to y'all. Hold on. Stop it, Marley. There's no snacks in the bag. Marley Lou is trying to go through my bag, y'all. Hold on, I'm trying to make sure I got everything. So I gotta do skincare before I put on a little makeup. Stop, Marley. Gotta get my toner. Hold on. All right, y'all. Everything don't start until 8 o'clock, but I want to get there early because y'all know I'm one of them teachers that had to be there early so I can get a good pocket space. Try to talk to people because I ran into a lot of people that I know. And for my first annual boots on the ground math introduction to my parents, I'm trying to go around there and trying to get all the resources I can so I can get it together so I can introduce parents to new math and just kind of let the community know what the expectation is. So yeah, I didn't do my skincare last night. I fell asleep, which is a no-no. And I know better than that. But I stayed up too late. How y'all doing? Oh, y'all in here. Happy, what's today, Thursday? All right, y'all. I'm just going to have to talk and get ready. I see a blue name in there. Thank you for being here. I want to talk to y'all quickly. And you may be sick of me talking about this, but this is my channel. And I'm going to talk about it until I don't want to talk about it. So, no, Marley, Mommy doesn't have anything in the bag. No. I give you a treat later. It's not time for treats, okay? This is Obagi skincare, y'all. This is Korean skincare. This is, this has all the peptides and everything in it. Y'all see the gold flakes? This is not sponsored, but it should be. This Korean skincare, hold on. Y'all, look at those gold flakes. Oh my God. So yeah, I'm getting ready to put the Obagi brow fix. This helps your menopausal women. Some of us experience hair loss. I have not, but I don't want to. Me over tweezing and over waxing made my brows thinner, and we need to keep those brows thick because as we age, we can shape them, but we still need to keep those brows because that frames our face. That's what makes us look kind of like an owl sometimes because we's over. So you want to use that. Here is the lash fix. I do wear false lashes, but I don't want my real lashes to suffer. So this is Obagi as well. It's also Korean. That is Obagi. And so I use these twice a day. Just to let my lashes know I still need them to grow. Okay, so those two. Now I'm going to go ahead and I've already put some vitamin C on. Vitamin C is essential because I live in a very humid climate. And when I was younger, I had acne issues because of the oil. So I've been under dermatologist care, honey, ever since, child, because pretty much my mama's one of them mamas, baby. So you need to hydrate because it's so hot and the air does not work like it should. So I'm going to double moisturize with Moisture Surge right here. And that's going to keep me youthful looking and glossy all day. So I'm going to get ready while I talk because I want to get some content in. Lastly, I'm going to go ahead and do the Obagi Lastoderm. This gives me the elasticity in my face. Even though I'm losing weight, my face is beginning to kind of show it. So I want it to still be plump. And then making sure that I get this neck. Whew. So yeah. So I'm moisturized. I'm doing good on that part. So now I'm going to go ahead and work on my hair. So guys, I wanted to come on here, y'all, because first of all, yesterday was super exciting. I did get a chance to talk to some people at the district about the situation that I came into with my certificate. And I was surprised that the district had a whole lesson on that. And so I did have a lady reach out to me yesterday because they want to try to understand what's going on with a lot of veteran teachers and their certificate. So here's an opportunity for me to share what I went through and help other people. So for those of you who are teachers or you got family members who are teachers, make sure that when different states change over the licensure system, because they want to keep up with everybody who has a license. So basically it's like AI for teaching. So all of your info is supposed to go to one central source. This is to protect you and the district because by law they got to have so many certified, and then if they're emergency certification, they're going to have to start doing a better job of tracking people. I think that is one of the issues. So what's happening is when you have a professional license and your 10 years is up, when they try to locate you, they can't locate you. Maybe you're retired. Maybe you're not teaching that year. Maybe a family member got sick. You know what I'm saying? By them not reaching out, you end up having people who really have the credential. They just need it updated in the system. Well, what happens in my case, okay, let me explain why people move a lot around with teaching. Let me explain that, because I don't think people quite understand. Hold on, y'all. I gotta try to get this right, because I'm gonna try to do a double ponytail. So when you get that license, it's kind of like a sensory goes out to all of the little big school systems, right? So everybody is trying to vet you because you have that credential. What happens is that when they change this law, now teachers can negotiate their salaries, which is a good thing, right? Well, kind of what happens, so say if I got 27 years, there's a charter, so say if the district is 27 years, say base salary, and this is just base, say base salary, say that's what, 78 grand, that's base. So then they'll start adding on your years and stuff like that. It's good for you because, oh, I don't like this. Hold up. It's good for you because you can kind of negotiate and get your highest salary, but it's kind of bad for info's sake. And that's kind of what happens when I moved around because the school where I was closing. There was another system offering me more money than I had ever made. But I didn't realize that the system was a young district. And it's kind of like that situation with my Janae was talking about when she went to that, she was offering more money at that law, shit. She was offered that more money at that law firm. But see, a lot of those are new. And a lot of times, hold on, y'all. I don't like this one hanging down. This ain't turning out like I want. I want it like a bow. And it's not turning out. I want this part. Hold up. No, wait a minute. But anyway, so they offered me a lot of money, right? I stayed with that system for years. But here's the thing. When it came to notating or letting the district know of my years of service, all of my workshops, they did not have one person who was designated to do that for the district, for their small district, because all of their teachers were new. They didn't know. Okay, I do not like this. They're not used to veteran teachers. So they didn't have a person that adequately turned in my paperwork. Therefore, and when I went to them, they started casting blame on others instead of reaching out to the state. But they end up letting me keep my salary and stuff, and I should have known better but I was just glad that they didn't, mess with my money. Okay, it's kind of coming. Okay. So anyway, what they did was, when that happens to you, you have to automatically go on a permit because they have to monitor you. They just could have said that, because I got to get that regular license. Nobody said that. Nobody explained that. Then everybody started retiring. People started retiring who been there, who could have told me. People start dying, because remember, I've been there for years, 20 some years. So you go through a lot of changes. So most of y'all know the situation with that. But here is the opportunity for me, is that I'm realizing that there are other people who went through this. So I was very surprised that what I had to say in my experience, I'm going to have to go through and tuck something. I may be able to work with this. I was glad that my experience was listened to. I was glad that people came and sought me out and said, hey, do you mind explaining what happened and how you got your license back? And I went into the story. I like this side almost, but I don't like this other side, because this side has most of the curls. So I was very pleased yesterday that people really, really listened, and I was surprised that more teachers have been going through it. So it made me feel good to be able to, first of all, be heard. Second of all, have other teachers reaching out to me and saying, hey, what do I do? And I was able to kind of help them to understand, because I've been sitting up, thanks to YouTube, up listening to craziness and foolery, and I just get nosy, and therefore I reached out and figured out something that could help people. So that is so good for me. I'm so proud of myself, and I'm so proud of you guys for pushing me, because a lot of you heard in my voice that maybe something was wrong, and maybe all of that wasn't my fault, and maybe somebody else should look into it. I'm going to have to leave a few curls out, y'all. I don't think it's going to work like I wanted to. And I don't care if it looks crazy. When I put some makeup on, it's going to look cute. I think it is. I don't know. So I felt good. I ran into a lot of people that I knew. So I really feel like I'm going to have a successful next 10, 20 years. I'm also thinking about a new program that's where you can teach abroad. It's not new, though. A lot of you've heard of it. And I'm thinking about maybe moving to Thailand next year and teaching. Yeah. Just to give myself more experience, because I might want to be a principal or something. I'm just thinking about it, y'all. I'm just thinking about it. Sorry, I had to blow my nose because I got to do makeup. But somebody came to me yesterday and asked me, would I be interested? Let me go wash my hands. And I said yes. Excuse me. Woo. Okay, y'all. Sorry about that. And my nose trying to bleed too. That's one of the side effects with that blood pressure medicine. Hey, y'all. Thank you. Yeah, it's very, very muggy here too, y'all. Nose bleeding. My nose is bleeding. That heat and those blood thinners So I'm gonna have to make sure I hydrate. Y'all see just that quick nosebleed? I think it makes you sensitive up in here because it's a blood thinner. So I need to get off of it. I need to get off of it, which is why I need to keep on losing weight. Let me show y'all my outfit in case y'all missed it. Move, Marley. This is today's outfit. Move, Marley, so they can see mommy. Move. Move. All right, so it's a royal blue maxi dress, and it's got splits on both sides, and it's got pockets, and it's got this little sleeve thing, and it's got the shield from my sorority. I get these every quarter. You gotta pay for it, but they just send you customized stuff. They also sent me this, and I got these Amazon dupes, Samba dupes. So that's what I'm gonna wear today. And then they sent me this. I'm just gonna use this kind of as a wallet, kind of like that, like a little pouch. But they feed you breakfast, lunch, all of that. They gave away vouchers yesterday. They gave away t-shirts. Nike came. We get 40% off at Nike. We got Nike hats. They gonna give us some more dry fish shirts. What else they gonna give us? Yesterday, I found out about all of my benefits. My benefits are very expensive, and I wouldn't have been able to. That's why I did Marketplace until I became back certified, because y'all, that insurance is so expensive. Y'all, I just don't even want to talk about it. I really don't. It really hurt my feelings. But I'm going to have to get the best insurance. And then I'm going to get some additional. I'm going to invest in, damn, I can't get these earrings out. I'm going to invest in disability insurance because of my age. And, like, anything can happen now. Like, I really got to be very responsible with money. Like, insurance got to be at the top of my list. Like, disability, making sure all the car insurance, home. It's expensive, but if something happened, if I couldn't work, I don't know what I'd do. Because I probably, well, I don't know how people get on disability. Anyway, I don't even know why I thought about that. But anyway, I just be worried about stuff. Because I'm getting older, and I got to make sure I handle my business, child, because it's just me now. I ain't got nobody to fall back on. And that ain't such a bad thing, you know. All right, let me get some for these edges. Hold on, y'all. And then I'm going to start on this makeup. Hold on. Let me see. Marla, I wish you wouldn't sit up under me all the time. I really do. Because you make it so hard for me to get dressed. I know you love me, but you just gotta. So anyway, y'all, I made a video the other day about this whole Brittany Allen situation. And the fact that I don't feel sorry. Sorry, y'all. That's my alarm. It's 7 o'clock after 7. And everything started at 8. So I need to hurry up. Because I want to get there and give me a good seat. So I got to feed Marley. Can y'all see me? Can y'all? Okay. All right. So, you know, and she keeps talking about some you DELULU. I can't control nobody. Here's the thing. It's not about nobody. See, this is where I know something is slow, or people play like they don't know. It's not the fact that of the other gremlin, cause she don't really know me, and she's confused. Here's the thing. Here you was calling me every day. Girl, I wish I could be there for you. Need anything? I ain't got much, but I could, you know, dang, if y'all gonna have food or something, I can let you. I said, nah, They always take care of stuff like that because all my mom's community organizations and all that, they take care of that when somebody die. So we was blessed in that situation. We didn't have to worry about no food or nothing like that. As soon as people knew she was in the hospital, people started coming over. Like they started calling, and then y'all know my auntie was pretty much stationed here at the house, so she was pretty much taking care of a lot of little stuff behind the scenes while I took care of the major stuff. Luckily, in our situation, everything had already been pre-planned, so I basically had a checklist. But still, it's a lot. So this girl was calling me, y'all, every day, checking on me, and that's appreciative, cause with that, mind you, she doesn't really know me, so for her to be concerned, it was good. And she really was the only one at the time. Other people kind of like text and stuff like that because they was like, well, I know you got this, and that. So, but now she didn't really text, she called. And in today's society, when people take the time to call you while you going through something like that, you be like, okay, and I'm gonna tell you why. Don't ever think that just because something happened to you, people care. And that's one thing that I want to make sure I get that clear to you guys. People do not care. Like they'll say, call me if you need anything. How many of you think they really mean that? Most of them don't. They're just saying it because that's what they have to say. But you're going to have some that's going to show out, and they're going to shock you. When stuff happens in your family, you're going to have people show up, and you're going to be amazed at how they take care of you, how they're there for you, and all of that. Being that I'm a very empathic person, and that's the type of person that I have always been raised to be, I assumed that everybody was like me. And my mother used to always get on to me because she said, Lucinda, you do things because you want people to do it back to you. And I used to get so mad at her, like, why are you saying that? And she said, you don't do good to get good. You do good because it helps the heart. I'm like, what? Girl. So I put my concealer on first, guys, around my eyes, because to me, my eyes are the most beautiful part. So I just try to give my eye area a little lighter shade so that pops out. Now, I'm not going to be able to do like a full makeup because it's so hot. So I just have to blend it real good with a small brush and tap it into my skin because my skin is moisturized. So it's going to absorb the color. And it'll look natural. So that's why I'm doing this with this little brush. So anyway, back to my story. So by her acting concerned, and so I'm just letting you guys know, as you begin to go through things, because when you hit those 40s, your life is going to change. You're not going to look the same. You're not going to feel the same. Then what happens is that all of your friends, their parents start to get older and die. Yours start to get older and die. And when you talk about it, it sounds like, oh, just a regular thing. Until it happens to you. Because I don't care how you feel about your mom or your dad. When you come to, because you're going to black out a little bit. When you come to and you realize that both of them are gone, your whole world starts to shift. Because nowhere, no one ever advocates for you like your parents. And you immediately feel the world gets smaller because that energy source, that love, that unconditional, no matter what you look like, no matter what you smell like, no matter what you say, no matter how much money you get, no matter who leave you, no matter who follow you, that person love your dirty draws, bruh. And when you lose that joker, now I want you to be ready for it when it comes. And it's life. It ain't nothing for you to fear. I feared it for forever until I understood it. See, people gotta evolve and they gotta leave because it's their time. And God puts us here to help those same parents that raised us through that difficult time. I understood the assignment with both of them. And that's why I'm blessed. It ain't got nothing to do with me. So don't look at me like I'm some type of hero or nothing like that. It ain't got a damn thing to do with me. It's all God. Because my scary ass, as soon as that woman got sick, I was crying and act like my whole world was about to be over. I just didn't realize her getting sick was the best thing that was ever going to happen to me. I should have been happy. Because I realized during my last few years with her, I knew it. I just didn't want to admit it. By me not admitting it, I think it caused me a whole lot of anxiety and a whole lot of fear. And therefore, I started clinging to people because I was afraid of what I was going to have to face instead of me clinging to God. So I want y'all to hear what I'm saying. When life happens to you, it's nothing you can do about it, baby girl and baby boy. Okay? But what I want you to do is to trust God and know He going to send you some people that's going to help you get through it. And that's why I'm here. I'm going to help you through it because you're going to see, go back on my video and see me get through it. And then you're going to be like, well, damn. Lucinda didn't even know think she was going to have food. Look at her. She got a whole thing of groceries on the porch. So I always contour my nose because your nose is the center of your face and it balances everything out. I'm just using powder. I haven't used any makeup yet. Okay, and you can see it's a little difference, not a whole lot. And this is Huda Beauty. This is Khalifa. So this is for the black girls. This is for the black girls. And then I got the regular powder, that's my shade. And then I just come on top of that. And that should be it. So anyway, back to what I'm saying. So when you have somebody who does kind of reach out to you, and then you just come on top of it, even though it's light, you just on top of it, and that's going to give you more of a natural look. Because I already got moisturizer, so I don't I don't want it to look, you know what I'm saying, cakey. I want it to look natural. And then I'm going to come back and contour on top with a powder and spray everything, and it should look natural. All right. So now, even though, so then her and Glam fell out. Now, I ain't got nothing to do with that, and so I'm sitting in the background, confused, like, you know, and then I'm listening like everybody else. So now, here's where it gets interesting and where it gets to be difficult for viewers, supporters, whatever you want to call yourself, content creators. A lot of times, you don't really have a dog in the fight. You know what I'm saying? You may be going through your own thing. You can't really listen to everything because you're busy. These folks falling out, you kind of like, dang, I like them both. Like, how am I going to fit in? So, more than likely, you begin to bond with the people who, you know, be over in chats. And a lot of times, people just go where they feel comfortable. You know, I'm usually going to be around, you know, the people who I've been knowing for a long time and who I talk to, you know. A lot of times, people don't mean no disrespect. They just go where they feel comfortable. So that's why I don't really get upset with people, whoever chat they go in. Because I get it. See, everybody don't feel the way I feel. Don't nobody feel about Brittany the way I feel about Brittany, because nobody else on here lost their mother June 1st, 2024, but Lucinda Speaks TV. So only Lucinda Speaks can tell me how to feel. So this chick comes under my comments and says, I can't make nobody do nothing, DELULU. And when toxic people try to shame you or not take accountability for what they do, I got a problem with that. That's why I take issue with Treese. Because how dare you, when you do something to somebody and they tell you how, you know, they fell. I might need to put a little concealer under here because it's still looking dark right up under my eye. And that is something that I still use my eye mask, but I still be like right up under here. I think I need to start getting me some Botox up under there, because I don't want this to start sagging. And I see it's a little it's a little dent right there. And I don't know if that's a wrinkle or not. But if it's a wrinkle, I'm finna go get me some Botox, baby. I'm finna Botox you out. You ain't gonna come over here. Yes, I do believe in Botox. I'm gonna come on camera and I'm gonna get me some. So y'all ain't gotta talk about me. I'm gonna show myself getting it, because I want some. Yes, I do. I want some right here, right there. And I want some right there. Do I want to look like this? I want to look like that. So when I'm laying on my back, it's going to look normal. I always fix your face for how you going to be laying on your back. That's what I say. That's the most important angle, is like this. That's what they told me. I don't know. Anyway, she said, you delusional. You wanted me to. So I think that she thinks that I wanted her to control Day Day. How you gonna control Day Day, girl? No, it's you. You are the one. It's you that I have an issue with. I got an issue with her too, but not so much her because I didn't know her. My issue is with you. And let me tell you something. For those of you, y'all say because it didn't happen to you, it's not your fight. I get it. But I want you to understand. Watch how people treat people. When somebody has suffered a loss, a lot of times, that's the person I would extend grace, because a lot of people don't know how to handle grief. See, a lot of you don't understand grief because you haven't felt it. And you think grief is just a word. Grief is bigger than a word, baby. Grief can change your life. I'm not the same person I used to be because I had to humble myself. I had to use food stamps, or bougie me was happy with the food stamps, all that kind of stuff. See, I had to come off my horse when I took care of my mom. So now I see life different now. Just let some stuff start happening to you. Oh, your ass is gonna change. See, now I don't care no more about what people say I look like. I don't care no more. Because I got to wake up every day without my queen. I can give a damn about what somebody else think. I don't care how much they leave you. You don't give a damn about a penny when they gone. And that's facts. That's facts. So here's my issue with that situation is, if you can treat me like that after pretending to be my friend, what kind of cold-hearted person does that? At the least thing, I would have been like, you know what? I know I ain't seen her. She probably don't support me. But you know what? I'm going to leave that alone. Because here's the thing. Anytime you have a person's number to reach out to them when their parent died, don't you have that same number to reach out if you got an issue? You know? And I'm very honest. I would have said, well, you know what? I feel more comfortable over here. But people don't want to hear that. When they argue with somebody, they want you to argue. So I get it. I get it. Nobody got to feel a certain way about her because of that. But here's my point. When somebody has grieving, openly grieving, and showing you grief, look like to me, you would say, hands off of that girl. That girl grieving. Don't do that. Don't do that. Leave her alone. You don't know. Leave her alone. You would think that mature women who have gone through it would say, See, it's some stuff you don't touch. That's why I don't talk about folks' kids on here. Certain things I can't touch. I just can't do it. But if you think people got the same consideration for me, you sadly mistaken. So that's my issue with. And then after I express that issue, then you got folks on here talking about, ooh, that's weird. Because you don't want me to stand up for myself, it's weird? How dare you? So that's why I'm glad I got a little channel. I'm glad. Because I don't never want YouTube to pump me up in my brain so that I'm not held accountable. So now that she's raised this money, those people who money hungry gonna see that as, oh my God, look at that. But I'm telling you, by not holding people accountable, that's what's wrong. So you get on here and you say, oh, I don't understand what's wrong with these young people. They just ain't got no respect. Because we ain't got no respect. You don't hold nobody accountable. Everybody can get on here and do what they want to do to people. And everybody just cheering them on. Everybody just, okay, all right. But I'm telling y'all, what goes around comes back around. It may not be you today, but it's going to be you tomorrow. It's going to be you tomorrow. So I don't care how long I talk about it. I'm going to talk about it as long as I feel some type of way about it. I don't care if it's delusional. I'm going to talk about it until it's not delusional. Now, I don't really feel the same way about it, like I said, because now I'm blessed. Well, not now I'm blessed. I've always been blessed. But now that it's been a year after and I see how my life is going, I realize that what I went through with my mom was a blessing. And I realized that God was giving me those last few years with her. And now I realize that I'm no better than nobody else. See, I used to think that wasn't not going to happen to me because I was just so blessed. But guess what? Newsflash. God is no respecter of person, Lucinda. You're going to go through and have grief just like everybody else. So I get that part. Because somebody said, everybody out here lost their mama. Okay. I get it. It didn't affect me until I lost mine. See, it hit different when it happened to me. And then it's like, oh, now I see. So I'm just out here to let you know, for those of you who want to come in my comments and try to say I'm delusional because or whatever you feel, say your comments, because you know I'm going to clap back on you anyway, so I don't know why you... I don't even know why she come over here and make a comment, because she know I'm going to clap back on that ass. I don't give a damn how many subscribers you get. I get 0 fucks. I only fear God. Hold on, y'all. I got to try to get this little lash on. Let's see how we going to do it. But here's the thing about me, though. Even though she said what she says and does what she does, I still can't bring myself to say nothing harsh about her mom and her child. Hold on, this one is trying to be crooked. But I do think she's toxic as a parent because she doesn't see the effect of how those decisions affect kids' anxiety, but I do. See, I got to work with them and teach them after their parents go to jail, fight, on YouTube, acting a fool all night, late, they can't get enough rest. And when you show a pattern of making bad decisions as a mother, it's time for the aunties of the world to start holding y'all accountable. Because see, your mama ain't going to do it because she loved you too much. And you is always going to be her baby. But the aunties are going to have to stop being scary and start giving these young ladies the guidance. Because when you're constantly in stuff like that, it affects the child's ability to relax the mind and be able to think. And it's a process to thinking. And when you keep them all upset, and they do have anxiety, they just can't say, ooh, mama, you getting on my nerves. Every time I turn around, you on here arguing and loud and chill out. Like, you know, they can't say that. They don't know how to verbalize it. But I can. And see, I got to deal with them no matter what they mamas and their daddies do. Y'all don't. Now, if I was a teacher just wanting me a check, I could just really put them on a computer all day and still make my money. I got a professional license. Ain't too much they gonna say. But if I was that type of person, how dare you allow me to be around your children? If I don't take education seriously, if I'm not a little weird about educating your babies, about making sure your children have an equal chance out here, because when they can't read, it's only certain jobs thanks to all this new technology that's even going to be open for them. And if I can help it, and even if I have to fight some of y'all, I'm not going to let nobody's child suffer from lack of education. I just not going to do it. Not when God has blessed me to get back in this classroom. You think I'm finna waste it? Baby, it's go time. It's go time. I don't know how it's gonna happen, but I'm finna make it happen. And I want to go to the worst part of Memphis, because that's where my mama came from. She came from the dirt. And if my mama can come from the dirt of Haiti and live a good life, I can do it for somebody else, because I don't have any kids to leave anything to. So I'm working on my legacy. I'm done. I'm chilling. And this is the type of freedom I want for my students. I don't want my girls to get up and have to deal with some Negro and he talking trash to her. I want her to get up in her own shit, put her own clothes on, say, bitch, let's go make this money. That's what I want my babies to do. And my men and my boys too. My boys ain't got to be in no game to get no cheddar. I need a little more. Okay, I'm finna go, y'all. My boys and my girls gonna be ready. Then my kids from 8 to 3. And I'm gonna make sure every last one of them got what they need, long as they come through my classroom. And as long as I ain't got to fight with y'all to teach my children. So I don't care nothing about you calling me delusional. I'm not. Somebody got to tell you what's right. And y'all all know that I'm right about that girl. She only makes up with people when it's going to benefit her. She don't really care. She done got out here and got these folks money. And it's going to be something else. Within 6 months, she'll be on here again with some more bull. Meanwhile, the child suffers because the child is seeing all of this. Now, you can pretend like she ain't seeing it. You can pretend like she good. So I'm not DELULU. Y'all are. Because that's not good for a child. So cuss me out. Come on. Argue with me. Come on. I could be James Brown. I'm advocating for the child. The child needs somebody to say to the mother, stop fucking up, raise me, be accountable, and be somebody I can look up to. Give a fuck about you looking like James Brown, bitch. She can look up to James Brown, but she can't look up to your bad decision-making ass. Clock that T. Why did I fight for that teacher's license? Because can't nobody take it from me. Why am I proud of them degrees? Because can't nobody take them from me. Give a fuck about what I look like. It's what I can accomplish. And I ain't got to kiss Nan to do it. That's freedom. That's being a bad... God forbid I get in trouble. If I need $6 grand, I can go to the bank and get mine. I don't have to beg y'all. But how dare I waste that money when them folks sat here and died for me to get an education, to get out here and be self-sufficient? How dare I? And how dare I sit back and let a younger generation make mistakes and I not say nothing about it? Y'all think it's on some YouTube shit. It's about this girl needs to learn how to raise this child. And if you don't see it, you the problem. Yeah, it's good to hang out in her chat. It's good to laugh. But is that solving anything? No. Wake up, people. You're going to have a whole world full of Latrice Allens, crazy Day-Days, and Jujus running around here, incompetent lawyers like Nana. You're going to have a whole world full of that when your kids get in trouble. So for now on, only grown folks report to this page. Only truth tellers report to this page. Only people who know how to really, really get it come to this page. Only folks that's ready to have real conversations come to this page, please. Because I don't have time to play. I got kids to educate. I got money to make. I ain't got time to come on here and play with y'all no more, okay? Now, mama is gone. God rest her sweet, loving soul. But she raised me to be better. And better, that's what I'm going to be. Now, I don't know what y'all plan on doing with the rest of y'all life or the rest of y'all day. But as far as Lucinda Speaks TV, I got a career to work. I got money to make. I got kids to change their life. And I ain't got time to get on here and fake and play with y'all on this doggone internet because y'all don't want to hold this girl accountable for how she's messing up her child's life. I don't have time for that. So only the real people come to this page, okay? Can y'all do that for me? I love y'all. Tell somebody who loves you about loving Lucinda. And I'll talk to y'all when I get off of these folks' job. Okay? Love y'all. Bye-bye.